Hello there. I just watched the Real Madrid game against Leipzig and let's get into the game. So, what I'd probably say is, I didn't watch the first half completely, but from the part that I did watch, it just looked uninspiring. It just looked we were a bit stiff, we were flaccid. It was just, Leipzig just played through us. It was very uncharacteristic of us. Honestly, I'd say so. And then when I watched the second half, one thing was evident. I just felt like maybe the system we were playing, the formation we were playing, maybe it just wasn't the right one to do, because it felt like we were giving them so much space. We were allowing them to press us, and our press wasn't good at all. It was one player, Vinicius, going to chase the ball and everyone sitting back. The line was way too deep. Now, I think maybe it's the formation we played, because there was this thing that was so ridiculous, and Mendy was just going on the inside, trying to underlap, like he's a Sandro Martinez from United, or he's a Zinchenko for Arsenal. Like, what is he doing? That guy is so negative on the ball. What is he trying to do? I didn't know he told him to do that. But today, we were so narrow. Like, throughout the game, we were just so vertical. And it was just frustrating to watch. Because, like, you try to attack, and it goes well. And then when you're trying to defend, they just send the ball. The right back for Leipzig, he was getting the ball so many times. It got ridiculous. Mendy's position, he would always wander in. I was wondering, who told him to do this? I was like, what is he doing? I didn't understand it. Even now, I don't understand it. Like, what is he trying to do? Who told him to do that? He kept wandering inside and then creating such a massive space for anyone to run in. Dani Olmo, Xavi Simons, the right back was the one that was enjoying that. There's just too much space, and it was just frustrating to keep seeing him do the same thing. We got so lucky that we weren't like 3-0 down. Openda was playing for Real Madrid today. He was definitely playing for Real Madrid today, because the amount of chances that guy missed. Hallelujah. If not, we would have lost maybe 4-0, 4-1, because we scored. We would have lost a 3-1, something like that, because the amount of chances this guy missed, even in the first half, even in the second half, it got. I just feel bad for Leipzig fans, but I'm glad we won. I am so glad, because this formation we played, Vinicius, when I looked at the preview for the game, it was a diamond, Vinicius and Bellingham up front, and then Valverde was the attacking mid, and then it was Cruz and Camavinga and Tchouaméni, then it was Nacho, Rudiger, Mendy, and Cava and Noonan. I was like, okay, this might work. And all of a sudden, when the game started, it was a 4-3-3. I was like, okay, how's this going to work? So, Vinicius was on the left. Then Valverde was on the right. Now, you can't ask Valverde to play on the right after he's been playing this entire season pretty much as an 8. He hasn't even had like a proper go, even a good game, in my opinion. He hasn't really had a good game on the right hand side this season. He's been playing as an 8. You know, the balls where um the balls were last season before Bellingham came that Vinicius would just take the ball and he tried to, from the left hand side, he tried to open up his hips, but he knew he couldn't, so he would just toe poke it to the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper wouldn't catch it. It would hit the goalkeeper and bounce out, and that was how Valverde scored a lot of goals. Now Bellingham has been doing that exact same thing this season. He's been doing that same thing. Vinicius would get the ball. He knows he won't score, but it will bounce to someone else, and he would try to do that. That was the thing that Valverde was doing the previous season, and he was on the right, so he was always there. Now Valverde, you can't ask him to do that position, to play that position, and he hasn't played there. He's barely played there this season. I don't even think he has this season. Because I didn't understand it. It was just confusing. And then you have Bellingham up front. And you're just like, why is Bellingham playing up front? We don't have a striker. It's ridiculous that the fact that we don't have a striker. I don't understand it. Endrick is coming, but apart from Endrick, Mbappe is coming. Joselu was on the bench. Why not just start the game, start the players that played in the previous game, the first leg against Leipzig? This game is too important to lose. If we lost this game, we'd be knocked out. We wouldn't be in the quarterfinals. And thankfully, we are in the quarterfinals, and we made it there, but we made it so difficult. And then you got in the midfield with Camavinga, Tchouaméni. I think Camavinga played well, tackled the ball pretty well, did his job. Tchouaméni did well too. Cruz did well, a bit slow to some of the balls, I'll be honest with you. But he was good. He wasn't bad. He wasn't terrible. But then you enter the back line. And who played? Nacho and Rudiger. Rudiger played really well. Like a lot of blocks. Very, an incredible amount of blocks. He saved us so many times. So many times. Especially in the second half when who hit the shot? Someone hit the shot from Leipzig, and then the ball went back to them again, and they hit the shot again. And Rudiger was there. It already went past Carvajal. Carvajal wouldn't have saved it. We were just glad because we were holding on. It was nervy, and it didn't need to be that nervy. For us, I'll be honest with you. It just felt like, I don't know. The game didn't feel like us being ourselves. It just felt weird, honestly. But Nacho, I think he should have done better with that header. The header that the Leipzig player scored, I've forgotten his name. He should have done better with it. I know Nacho is not the tallest guy, obviously, but we're playing with the players that are available to us. And Alaba is in there. And Militao is in there. He's going to come back. I think I saw a report that said he's going to come back in April or something. But we don't have those players. So he has to do a job. And he's the captain. I couldn't understand why he was even there. It should have been someone taller, like Tchouaméni. It should have been marking that centre back. Because as soon as we scored, thankfully, hallelujah, Bellingham into Vinicius, lovely goal. I haven't even talked about that. But as soon as we scored, it was just a couple of minutes after, and then they scored. It was just strange because we normally don't do that. But Carvajal today, man, again, making mistakes. The past two games, Carvajal, Valencia. I like Carvajal. I said it in the previous video. I like Carvajal, but in the last two games, This guy, he's just been making mistakes. I don't understand. Why is he making so many mistakes? I don't get it. He shouldn't be, like, he misplaced the pass again and almost led to a goal. He did another thing, and Lunin had to make a save again. Like, for such an experienced player, why are you making so many mistakes? It's just strange to me. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Then Mendy was doing his weird stuff. At times he would overlap, at times he would underlap, go into the midfield and be so narrow. I'm just like, why are you giving them so much space? Why are you allowing them into that pocket to just whip balls in? Honestly, if we play like this against City, against Arsenal, anyone that qualifies, we're getting smoked. We are going to get eliminated. And it's not going to be a 1-0, 2-0. It's going to be a 3-0. 3-0, 4-0, maybe 4-1, something like that. Because the way Carvalho is moving, and if we keep playing Mendy, doing the same stuff he was doing today, we are going to get exposed. Leipzig didn't have, if those chances that fell to Openda fell to Benjamin Sesko, we would have been losing that game. It's just poor all around. I don't understand it. Not all around, but it's just really poor. I don't get it from Calva, I don't get it from Mendy. Lunin was actually really good. Made like really good saves. Honestly, Lunin has been such a breath of fresh air. I don't know why, I don't understand why we decided to bring Kepa in. I do understand, because you need to have two goalkeepers. But like, we brought Kepa in and Kepa was starting over Lunin. I was like, what is he doing? That's ridiculous. Like, what is he on about? What is he trying to do? I didn't understand it. But Kepa is taking a backseat now, and Lunin is shining, and he's doing his thing, and I'm just glad, honestly. But into the positives of the game, the beautiful play. Leipzig, I think Leipzig played so much better than we did back away. They were just playing through our press. The press wasn't really there. The line was too deep. Like I said, even Carlo Ancelotti said it after the game. The line was way too deep. But the positives, it was after Leipzig's attack, and then Cruz won the ball back. After Cruz won the ball, he just gave it to Bellingham. Bellingham drove into the midfield with the ball, and then Vinicius made this beautiful run where he came in from the left. There were two Leipzig players here and another one here, and Vinicius just went in the middle. It just went in like that. Bellingham, beautiful weight of the pass. Just Vinicius was just there to just put his foot through it, go. Simple as that. Simple as that. The unfortunate thing was that a couple minutes later they scored. But I'm just glad we scored in the previous game. Brian Diaz helped us, because that was tough. That was tough to watch. That was difficult. I did not enjoy that. I did not enjoy watching us play like we were Manchester United. Playing like we were Manchester United against Man City. Sitting deep like that. I'm being honest. If we play like this against City and Arsenal, I'm not scared of City. They're nothing club when it comes to Real Madrid. But they can smoke us like they did last season. We are going to get smoked if we do this again. We are going to get absolutely smoked, battered. Even Arsenal will do that to us. Because to play that way is ridiculous. But oh no, we won the game. We had to take it game by game, of course. And I'm glad we won. Vinicius shined through again. I love Vinicius, man. He was absolutely beating his man on the left every time. He's just so good going forward. It's so positive on the ball. There's even a chance he created. Beautiful piece of skill. He just played Bellingham in, but the shot got tackled. But Vinicius is just such a joy to watch. But today I thought tactics. I don't agree with them. I didn't think they were great, to be honest. I thought there was a lot of things that we should have improved on. And Carvalho, we need to work on that guy, man. We really need to work on Carvalho, because how do you play that way? How do you play that way? You have a decent couple minutes, and then you just make mistakes upon mistakes. I don't understand it, honestly. Maybe we need to get a new right back, because this guy, I was praising him. Honestly, I was praising him for the games I've watched this season. He's improved so much, and then he goes to drop 2 stinkers in a row. I don't understand it, but all in all, we still made it through, and I'm glad we did. Hallelujah. I'm just elated that everything is good now. We can regroup and hope that our better players come into the squad and they can help us progress through the rest of the Champions League and into the semis, hopefully. I really hope our draw is a good one, because I don't want to deal with having to do all of that again. Like defending deep against City, I cannot be bothered, man. Honestly, I cannot be bothered. To start doing all of that, I just can't. I hope our better players come in. Eder Militao, Alaba, Eder Militao with Rudiger, both of them play. And then get Fran Garcia on the ball, on the left back position. Get maybe Lucas Vasquez, and maybe Carvalho will improve by then. But it was just kind of poor. But I'm glad we made it through, though. Hallelujah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. The game wasn't what we're expecting. Very underwhelming from us, because that's not the standards this club has consistently shown for years. So we need to work on that. And Carlo will. If I know one thing about Carlo Ancelotti, he sees it for what it is. He's an amazing manager. So we'll work on those things and improve. But yeah, that's all for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a lovely day.